I was born a pancake in a large stack of pancakes. That is, I was born Colleen Marie Pancake. My father was Roger Pancake, who was a property master, art director, and aspiring actor. So many of my childhood memories are of being on movie sets and locations and being yelled at by the director to be quiet and stay out of the shot. The makeup artists would often keep my sisters and I occupied by applying fake scars on us or putting on makeup. Prop men often take their work home with them, so we had a house full of props and strange things collected for potential use as a prop. Not quite hoarders, but bordering on it sometimes, as you can imagine. Dad would often make props, like the dog coffin from the movie Dracula's Dog, that we used as a coffee table for a little while. Occasionally, I got to be an extra for a B movie, but that's not as glamorous as you might think. When I was learning to read, my dad would require me to read out loud with different accents or emphasis, and it was fun. What I remember is listening to my dad learning to play bagpipes for a play, or singing a song in character, or rehearsing his lines for a small part in a movie. It was always exciting when he got a part in anything, like being the trash truck guy in The Cat from Outer Space, or a guard in The China Syndrome, or bit parts in TV shows like Dallas or The Dukes of Hazzard. One of my favorites was his role as a deputy in The Macon County Line. But the most memorable was when I got to tag along with my dad for a student film.
Nobody move! I'm taking this bus to Cuba!
And he had been practicing his role as a crazy dad for weeks.
Dick, you're all wet.
Don't you use the password anymore?
It was a field of honor.
They're jamming the radio! Here! Lock and load!
And the student director was Robert Zemeckis. He won an Academy Award for Best Student Film that year. One time, my dad was hired as a property master for a Golden Globus movie named Lepke about gangsters. There was a scene where a mobster was beaten to death with a 5-foot-long tube of salami. We ate that salami for 6 months, and the funny part was the scene was cut entirely from the movie. After the circus scene in a movie named The Amazing Dobermans, we ate hot dogs for what seemed like a year. I hate hot dogs to this day for that very reason, but I can attest that the best catering was definitely the Golden Globus movies, for sure. Unfortunately, the best role my dad ever got was in the worst movie I've ever seen, but at least he got to play a hero. Eventually, he worked with a few names that you might know, and you might have seen him without even realizing it. More on that next time. I hope this explains why I go by just Colleen now. It's just hard to be taken seriously when you're named Pancake.